She-Hulk Episode 1 review. Make sure you stay to the end to hear all about it. This is the Marvel Podcast. I just finished the first episode of She-Hulk, and as I expected, I really like it. It's the first episode, but I love it. It's like all witty. It's nice. It's like a different take. It's a lawyer show. There's a lot of breaking the fourth wall. It reminds me a little bit of Deadpool in the sense of, the fourth wall breaking. It's not as let's just say R-rated as Deadpool, but it's still, funny, light-hearted. It's got all the Marvel stuff we like, action and all those things. And yeah, it's just a nice show so far. Obviously, I've just seen episode 1, but Marvel like to, build things up. So I'm very much looking forward to the rest. I really enjoyed the first episode, and yeah, it really did cover a few questions that were in the just in the air. So how did Bruce Banner's arm heal? That got covered. I should have said this contains spoilers. Now this contains spoilers. But yeah, it covered how Bruce Banner's arm healed, because that was a bit of a mystery, because obviously at the end of Shang-Chi his arm was still injured. But then at different points, it's like, why is his arm better now? Why is he in human form? Why is he not in a Hulk form? But all that got answered, because after the crash, his inhibitor, which was keeping him in human form, got damaged, and then his blood mixed with his cousin's blood, and then she got Hulk powers too. But then with her blood sample, he managed to heal his arm and stabilize his Smart Hulk condition without the inhibitor, which is interesting. And it's also interesting how She-Hulk is only one personality in both of the forms. But my logic to that is because he had the inhibitor on when she got the blood, and because he had already gone through that process of being out of control, having the other personality and all of that, and then stabilizing it, by the time his blood, reached her bloodstream, she had already bypassed a lot of the out of control stuff and only had the one, the one personality. And also, she would be, it will be accelerated, like so evolutionary, like it's kind of evolved through the gene pool now. So if she had like the same blood but 15 years ago or 10 years ago, she probably would have been out of control as well. But because at the time she had it, she's more in control, and it wasn't a lot of blood as well. Maybe if it was more blood, she would have been more out of control. Maybe. That's just my thoughts on it. But yeah, and it's interesting seeing the Sakaar ship, and it'll be curious to know if that comes back in the series and there's more of an explanation as to why it was looking for Bruce and who was in it, and so that kind of thing. But yeah, we got Titania now, who I think is going to be quite an important part of this, and I don't think she's going to be a villain in the sense that she's opposing the main characters, the protagonists. I think it's more like a villain that's just doing what she wants and just getting on with a villain life from day to day. So they might end up being friends, She-Hulk and Titania. I don't know, could be wrong. But also the fact that she was in the credits and her name came up second, that shows that she's got a recurring role and she's going to appear often. And I am a little bit surprised that she appeared straight off the bat in the first episode. So we're going to see a lot of her in this series, and I think it will be that there'll be allies and then maybe fall out in some type of way, or they will just be kind of frenemies, like obviously not to the same extent and for the same time frame, but like Magneto and Xavier, that kind of thing, where they fight each other sometimes but they get on, that kind of thing. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. 10 out of 10 for the first episode. and I think it was a good first episode as well. Probably one of the best first episodes out of all the series. As it stands, WandaVision is my favourite, but I would say this had a better first episode than WandaVision because I was just very confused. It was cool, but I was very confused for the first episode. I was like, what's going on? Why are they there? Why is it black and white? But yeah, really enjoyed it. Hope you did too. Comment below. Yeah, comment below what are your thoughts. What did you like about the episode? What are your theories? And what are you expecting in episode 2? Thank you. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment. Follow the Marvel Podcast on Twitter, which is at Marvel Podcasts UK. And subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure. Thank you.